already know what it is. Back at it once again. It's your boy, Super M with Ringside VR, the place to be for everything virtual boxing. And tonight, I am so excited to bring you guys one of the highest skill matches to date here on Ringside VR. We got top boxer Ferdge taking on one of, if not the highest ranked boxer online, Killer Cam, right here on Ringside VR. Now the outcome, definitely uncertain, but one thing is for sure, you will not want to miss this action coming up next. Now, before we get to this action, I gotta remind you guys that we are doing weekly recorded bouts here on the RSVR Discord. So if you think you got the hands, go ahead and hit that link in the description below, join the Discord, and get yourself in this ring. Now for you virtual fight fans out there, we gotta hear from you. Which one of these two boxers do you think deserves a shot to fight again next here on Ringside VR? I promise you, it's gonna be a tough decision. We're gonna fight in the chat. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get on to this next battle. You already know what it is, Solly. Back at it once again. We have two absolute monsters in the ring in Cam, Killer Cam versus Ferdge. Very high elo match. We got Ferdge in the white trunks, Killer Cam in the black trunks. And Solly, this is honestly the highest elo match that we've ever had, so I'm expecting to see some very skillful VR boxing.
Absolutely, and I'm loving the trunk colors, a little yin and yang action going here. But both fighters starting this match out with some, testing jabs, but real aggression right off the bat. Both having a pretty high pace of punches.
Yeah, man, I like the start from both boxers here. Not wasting any time, really challenging each other's opponent with aggression, but measured aggression, right? We're seeing Cam lead off with that jab a lot and that lead hook, trying to rage fight against Ferdge. But Ferdge, honestly, the movement and this stance, bro, it's very interesting.
Yeah, when both fighters excellently just flowing in from offense and defense, right? Keeping motion, keeping shots coming, and just changing it up, right? Not trying to be too predictable.
Yeah, and not a lot of significant blows early on, and that's going to be a testament to both of their not only leg work, but also head movement. Look at Ferdge, staying unpredictable, keeping his hands moving, and ooh, a solid 1-2 landing on Killer Cam, puts the man crumbling, and that's the first time we've seen a boxer in trouble here in this match.
Yeah, the Killer Cam, though, not being intimidated, keeping his guard up, and countering with some good aggression himself, not showing any of that fatigue.
Ferdge is definitely the aggressor here. I mean, Killer Cam is trying to find his pace, but Ferdge is commanding the pace of this round. I mean, look at him. He just kind of goes, ooh, speaking of Killer Cam landing a devastating counter shot on Ferdge, putting the lights out on the homie.
That's what I like to see. So already have both fighters showing that they do have that stunning power. But these are definitely more technical outboxers than they are brawlers, and I love to see these kind of matches because you just see that high IQ on display. So we got high boxing IQ, high elo, great times.
Absolutely. And it's kind of interesting too. A little bit more of a jousting play from Ferdge, kind of leading in with that right hand. But Killer Cam staying calm and collected. Working that jab, really trying to find the range. And like we say, first round's always the discovery round, right? Round two, what we're going to see here in a bit, is going to be that adjustment round. But I think Ferdge coming in as the aggressor on Cam, he's landing a lot more shots.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, normally I would say his guard's a little low, keeping his face exposed, but his head movement is so good that it actually more often baits a shot than he actually gets tagged. And he got a great sense of Cam's range and always kind of staying out on the edge of it or moving his head off of that center line. Like, look at that back and forth movement right there. Crazy.
Yeah. Cam landing a big shot there at the end, trying to make up for a little bit of lost time, staying busy. But overall, great round by Killer Cam and Ferdge. All right, let's take a look at the replay from this great first round. Ferdge drawing blood first with a significant body blow to Killer Cam, making the champ double over. Let's see him now. Slips right underneath that jab, lands a great cross, but you got to give it to Killer Cam immediately with the boxer's instincts, goes into head movement mode when he's in trouble. You got to love to see that hallmark of a high elo player. But right here, big hook coming in, just barely making it in time to counter the cross from Ferdge. And this was some retaliation from Killer Cam. Really lightning fast movements with that hook, but Ferdge as well going into the defensive, and then the left hook coming over the top from Killer Cam, putting Ferdge in trouble. And even though Ferdge have the greater punch volume in this, I think these blows are really going to go forward to help him cover the gap. Killer Cam showing that he's still in this fight. Let's see what the adjustment is going to be for round 2.
For sure. I would give Ferdge that round just slightly edged out. It looks like he did a little more damage. But both fighters definitely still in this fight, and it's still anyone's match.
Absolutely. Starting off strong with the fireworks, though.
Yeah, we're seeing round 2.
Yeah. So
right.
Ferdge coming in, starting off really strong with the fireworks here in round 2. And again, being the busier man, landing that right hook. Killer Cam not really having an answer for a counter. Ooh, there we go. Tried a little slip and a comeback. Very good on Killer Cam's part.
No holding.
Both fighters very efficient with their punching, not trying to waste a lot of heavy combos, just swinging at air. Really only throwing like 3 or 4 more punches when they feel like they have that set up.
Yeah, dude, and the awareness,
I love
too.
that. Like, look at that. Like, it's just such a tactical fight.
True. I mean, and speaking of tactics, again, that right hand finding its way on the side of Killer Cam's face continues to be a problem, and Ferdge capitalizing. But, you know, like you said, it's a tactical match. You see Killer Cam not standing still. We've seen some great display of some defensive work, too, man. Some razor-sharp slips and ducks coming from both competitors. And this is a match to see.
Right. Something I've noticed in this match, too, again, is probably that high-low, right, is we have feints kind of coming in a meaningful way.
Yeah.
Both fighters throwing, like, little fake punches or stopping halfway, just trying to get their opponent to bite. Oh, and just like right there, Ferdge taking a little hit to the face. Killer Cam, you know, despite the fact that he gets hit sometimes, he has some great counters.
Yeah, you got to always be careful of Killer Cam living up to the name. He has the ability to put opponents down. He's put many opponents down. Shout outs to Woody Plays, who also played him on his YouTube channel. Killer Cam making the rounds, but Ferdge coming out in this debut match, very surprising. Look at this man stalking Killer Cam, and Killer Cam was set up to be the front runner of this match. Ferdge showing us what he's got. Yeah,
but I like to see, though, the Cam is changing it up a little bit, right? You can see his guard shifted. He tried to post out a little bit. And he's not throwing those same shots. He knows Ferdge is used to those. He knows Ferdge has been winning the match that way so far. And so now he's trying different combos to different parts of the body, and I love to see that. All right, getting in that clinch work a little bit. You got to do something different to win.
Yeah, and Killer Cam is making adjustments in this round. I've noticed that he's trying to play less of the outboxing role, and you see him kind of wrap up the arms of Ferdge, and Ferdge getting rocked there too. This change of pace working for Killer Cam, and this is what you like to see. The hallmark of a high elo player is that they can make adjustments and switch their styles up to suit the opponent. And round 2, great adjustments by Killer Cam.
Yeah, we're in like the 5th dimension of the chess match at the end of round 2. I can only imagine how it's going to get crazier in round 3. Both fighters dealing with a little bit of stamina depletion, but also really understanding each other. So let's take some of those replays.
And we got Ferdge coming in with the massive right hands. He's been landing those pretty much all day on Killer Cam. And taking a look at the other angle, he's got some really good punch accuracy right there on the side of the ear. Rocks the man Killer Cam, but Killer Cam, with the champion instincts, goes right into defense mode. You gotta love it. And retaliates with his own right hook. Big rear right hook from Killer Cam has been a favorite weapon of his. So take a look at that from the other angle. Looks like it just glances, but as you can see, definitely doing some damage with just a glancing blow on Ferdge. And right here, coach has got to be proud. Look at your man, Killer Cam, with the head movement, slipping that punch, coming with the counter shot right here. Slips the cross, comes up with the jab, smack bang, and then pursues with the hook. You got to know coach is proud on that one. Great adjustment round from Killer Cam.
Let's go.
Yeah, and something to just really highlight, too, is like anytime these fighters are getting stunned, they are not letting that follow-up shot happen for a knockdown.
Yeah.
This is just that high elo again on display. They are being defensive. They are moving their heads. They're fighting back, and it's just a great match to see. Like really one of the better matches we've seen it on RingsideVR so far.
Yeah, and we've had some great matches here. Shout out to all the previous contenders, but these two boxers are really showing us the capability of how you can really exercise your skill set, your knowledge, but also adapt to your opponent. And speaking of adaptation, this is honestly, I think, Ferdge's round to adapt. If he cannot adapt to what Killer Cam was bringing in round 2, this might be Killer Cam's match.
Yeah, Killer Cam, I think, and look, it's right there. He's figuring out how to block the body shots of Ferdge, and he's using the really interesting guard with the one hand down. It's very effective in VR against these body shots.
Big left hook from Killer Cam there, bro. Great hit from Killer Cam, and Cam working his way in, man. Cam is staying right there in the pocket, not being scared to engage with Ferdge. Ferdge, though, still being the busier man overall. I think overall more shots being landed from Ferdge, but more of the damaging shots coming down from Killer Cam.
That I would definitely agree with that. I think if Ferdge is going to win this match, it's going to be on that volume and aggression. Cam's got to keep that defense almost flawless in this third round to take out the W. But I have it almost dead even on the scorecards at this point.
I would agree with you that as well. Definitely first round going to Ferdge. Killer Cam making the right adjustments in the second round. And Cam right now stalking his opponent. Big shot over the top on Ferdge. Ferdge on the back foot. This could be Cam's moment to take it clean. Ooh, got a little bit of a glitch there.
Both fighters recovering it from it well, though. And yeah, we just got to point out, like in this game, the way the damage works, right? If you hit at least 50, that's going to get you into that stun range.
Absolutely.
75 knocks someone down, and 100 is an instant KO. So like anytime we're seeing that white screen pop up, that is at least 50 damage and a well-placed power shot.
Speaking of the white screen, right after the white screen, you saw how Killer Cam, excellent defensive showing from Killer Cam, moving his head, but also when he got in trouble, clinching up. That is so smart. You tie up the limbs of your VR opponent and they can't generate the necessary power for that knockdown. And boom! Lands a big shot on Ferdge, and this round might be going to Killer Cam.
I think so. He's really found his comfort zone right in that in range. Like he goes in and out, and he just seems to have a better understanding of the clinch and how to tie up those arms. Gets a little bit better advantage in that mid range. It does seem like Ferdge is dangerous.
Little taunt there in the last 10 seconds from
there
Ferdge.
It is again.
Hey, stop!
Oh my God, great match from both of these VR competitors. Let's take a look at this replay from this amazing round 3. And they say people don't box in VR. Look at this. Jab, jab, get the distance, into the big hook. You gotta love to see it coming from Ferdge. 1, 2, boom, right over the top. Great use of his jab. Great way to follow up. And then right here, tried to go for the body shot, but Killer Cam with the short hook, keeping that elbow on his opponent, and bam, right to the ribs and right over the top again. Let's look at that from another angle. Beautiful shot, sticking with his opponent, and then coming in for the body shot and the hook over the top. You gotta love to see it. But I think this is where the action ends for Killer Cam. He takes a devastating body blow here. And even though the defense was on point, boy weaves, he tried to serve up the bundles, but your boy Ferdge got smart, stopped doing the head hunting, went for the body, and then all Killer Cam could do was try to clinch up to save the rest of this round.
I'm excited to see the scorecard, see who wins this match.
The winner is the blue corner.
And in a massive upset, we thought Killer Cam had that last round. Ferdge pulls out the W. Let's take a look at the scorecard and see what happened in these momentous 3 rounds. Looking at the damage, right? I thought that Ferdge had a bit more damage, but like we said earlier, Ferdge had the volume, and even though Killer Cam didn't hit that much, the power shots definitely made the difference up in the first round. I honestly thought the way it looked like Ferdge had a huge advantage, but it was just barely there. When we go into the second round though, Ferdge not being the busier man there, look at the damage coming in from Killer Cam. And Killer Cam has some absolute bombs in those gloves because it was such a great adjustment in round 2. And then we come back to round 3 again. I couldn't call it. There were shots going back and forth, Solly, but the damage shows the difference. I mean, honestly, shout outs to Killer Cam because he had some amazing defensive strategies with the head movement and the clinches, but he couldn't clinch out the win. Ladies and gentlemen, I would love to see what you guys think of the boxers here in this match. If you would like to see Ferdge, come back here on Ringside VR. Hey, or would you like to see Killer Cam? If you'd like to see Ferdge versus Killer Cam too, let us know in the comments below. And with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get a fuck about it. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to give a shout out to you for making it all the way to the end of the video. Thank you so much. That was an incredible fight. Fight fans, please let us know which one of these 2 boxers you think should be back up here again, and which boxers you didn't like. But I want to give a real big thank you to everybody in the community who has been supporting this channel since day 1, and those who have been new to the supporting channel now. Without you, there is no Ringside VR, so I'm going to continue to try to do my best to bring you the best VR boxing action possible. So definitely give us some comments, some tips, some feedback below. Definitely, it means a lot. It is definitely all taken into consideration. And if you haven't already, share this video, like it, get the word out there. We're trying to build the channel to 1K. We're almost there. So thank you guys so much. And if we hit 1K, I definitely got a special announcement for everybody. But until then, your boy Super M signing off.